Are you aspiring, or you are already a creative writer and author, online publisher, or book editor? Before us, we have a speech and writing accuracy expert, creative writer, book editor, book project consultant, author's coach, and a content manager, who will be answering some of the questions that creative writers ask themselves in order to improve their writing. Join me as I welcome Uduak Samuel.
My name is Uduak Samuel. I'm a speech and writing accuracy expert for beginners and advanced learners in English language. I'm also a creative writer and a book editor. I'm a book project consultant, author's coach, and a content manager. Today, I will be answering some of the questions that creative writers and authors ask themselves in order to improve on their writings. As a creative writer or as an author, how do you go from "I like writing" to "I need to write" and to "I want to be published"? Generally, writing is an expensive hobby, and it's not something people should jump into without much thought. And all amongst you, we have creative writers, authors, and online publishers. So, as a professional in this field, I would like you to ask some of the questions that bothers you about writing. Thank you. Hey, I can see a hand over there. May I hear your question, please?
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me such a privilege. I am by name Ashley George, and I am a creative writer. Ma'am, as a creative writer or an author, how do I know the particular audience I'm writing to?
Okay, if I may get your question well, you're asking that as a creative writer or an author, how do you identify the particular audience that you're writing to, right? Okay, now, as a creative writer or as an author, the first question that you must ask yourself is, what do I have to say? Yes, what do I have to say? You write best when the answer is important, and you write clear when the answer is something entertaining or interesting. But if the answer is nothing, you might consider taking a break. Yes, that's the truth. It's sad that sometimes I talk to authors who have spent many years on a book, and when I ask them who the ideal reader of this book is, it is obvious they've never thought of this question before, and now it's too late to do anything about it. Now, thinking about your audience is an exercise in empathy. Now, it is your intellectual ability to identify a person's feelings, thoughts, or state of mind. It is also your capacity to understand a person's point of view. Now, how do you identify a person's point of view? You identify a person's point of view by putting yourself in that person's shoes. You put yourself in that person's head, nose, eyes, everything. By so doing, you're able to control the thought processes of that person. That is, you're able to control what a person thinks, says, or do at a particular point in time. It is also your ability or capacity to understand a person's point of view. Now, psychologically, it is your paranormal ability to physically read a person's emotions. When you're able to do all of this, it will help you to create a standard by which a book can be judged, and it will also help you as a creative writer or an author to know whether you have successfully communicated or convey your thought to the audience. and whether they've perceived it the way you want them to hear it. Now, in your quest in identifying the kind of author or audience that you're writing to, you must also know that every writer has their own unique tone and style. These traits must also be flexible and able to accommodate your goals and convey your message to the audience. That is what I'm trying to say here is that, in reading, no one has the final say when it comes to reading and interpretation of a particular book. Supposing I pick a text and I read it, I'm understanding it my own way. And you pick the same text or book and you read it, you're definitely going to understand it your own way. Now, supposing we're being called upon to give an analysis of the text or book that we've read, the way you will explain yours is going to be different from the way I'm going to explain mine. Now, why is it so? That is because my point of view is different from yours. What shapes a person's point of view? It is the environment that we live in and the kind of people that we're being exposed to, the kind of friends that we keep, our background, how we're being brought up. Now, your goal as a writer is therefore for you to be able to know or write in such a way that when people are reading and when they're giving interpretation to your book, they do not miss out of the central message that you're trying to pass across to everybody. That is, no matter my point of view, no matter your point of view, what the writer is trying to say, the central message must also be clear. I must get it no matter how I understand it. Okay, thank you. I hope you understand. I don't know, is there any other person with a question?
Thank you, Ma, for the opportunity. I'm by name Joy Williams, an online publisher. Okay, as a Nigerian writer addressing a global audience, how do I convey my thoughts clearly to everyone without having to worry about my word spellings? Thank you.
Okay, that is a very good and important question. I get these questions from writers and even authors. Okay, now there are some controversies among writers and even authors. Let me help you to understand better. Many people think that traveled, that is T-R-A-V-E-L-E-D, is an outright wrong spelling for the past tense of the verb travel. Okay, now many of them think that traveled, that is T-R-A-V-E-L-L-E-D, is the only correct past tense. That is the one with the double letter. It is important for you to know that we have the British English and we also have the American English. So, as a Nigerian writer addressing a global audience, what you must do, that is the first thing that you must do, is for you to consider the kind of English that you want to use, and then you maintain consistency and uniformity. Do not write using the British English and the American English. No, it's really very bad. Okay, now every paragraph, and chapter must have the same word spellings. There must be consistency and uniformity. That is what I'm saying. Again, as a Nigerian writer addressing a global audience, your word spellings must be strictly British. You must use only British English. Of course, you're aware that Nigeria was colonized by the British forces before her independence in 1960, right? Okay, now, even though we're being influenced by American English somehow, as a Nigerian writer addressing a global audience, you must be consistent, okay? And there must be uniformity in your word spellings. This gives you a sense of professionalism. Here are a list of few words in British and American English which you must know. The first word is the word counselor. In British, it is spelled C-O-U-N-S-E-L-L-O-R, while in American English, it is spelled C-O-U-N-S-E-L-O-R. That's with one L. The next word is the word organize. In British English, it is spelled O-R-G-A-N-I-S-E, while in American English, it is spelled O-R-G-A-N-I-Z-E, organized. Now the next word is the word neighbor. In British English, it is spelled N-E-I-G-H-B-O-U-R, while in American English, it is spelled N-E-I-G-H-B-O-R. There's no letter U there. Now the next word is the word behavior. Behavior, it is spelled B-E-H-A-V-I-O-U-R. Again, just like neighbor, while in American English it is spelled B-E-H-A-V-I-O-R. No letter U. The next word is the word liter. In British English it is spelled L-I-T-R-E, while in American English it is spelled L-I-T-E-R. Now the next word again is the word analyze. In British English it is spelled A-N-A-L-Y-S-E, while in American English it is spelled A-N-A-L-Y-Z-E. The next word again is the word flavor. Flavor. In British English it is spelled F-L-A-V-O-U-R, while in American English it is spelled F-L-A-V-O-R, no letter U. And again, the next word is the word traveled. Traveled. In British English it is spelled T-R-A-V-E-L-L-E-D. In American English it is spelled T-R-A-V-E-L-E-D. That's just one L, not double letter this time around. And finally, we have the word color. Color. In British English it is spelled C-O-L-O-U-R. In American English it is spelled C-O-L-O-R, no letter U. And I think we have another word again, which is the word honor. Honor. H-O-N-O-U-R in British English, while in American English H-O-N-O-R, no letter U. The list is endless. However, past tense of verbs like learned, burnt, nailed, spoiled, dreamt, are more common and often used in both British and American Englishes.
So, I hope with this conversation, you've learned a thing or two, right? In our next video, we will be having a critical talk on your personality and inappropriate short forms in English. Your personality and inappropriate short forms in English. Meanwhile, we're aspiring to getting more input from you via your comments. This will guide us on the directives and contents to create in order to satisfy you. Like this video, click the subscribe button for more videos. Until next time, bye-bye.
Are you a creative writer or author? Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.